You know, I needed an escape when I was a kid. It gave me this like amazing place to experience life. I was raised by my mom, and my mom always taught me to really, really share any joy that you have in your life. I make it a point, it's kind of like my duty to do what I'm doing now.
He is exceptionally smart, over and beyond. But he's still 11 years old.
You see a woman like Grandma Shirley. You know, she took in Anthony when he was 6 months old. And you think about what the reasons were for her to do that. That hits me like an arrow in the heart.
I really don't know what happened, but I think my grandma knows. Do you know?
Him and the mother got into it. And they were separated, and she was trying to get him, and he wasn't letting him go. And she approached him in an altercation, and then after it was over with, she called the police on him, and they took him. And while he was there, he had an asthma attack, and they didn't go see about him, and that's where he passed. In a cell on the floor by himself. And that's what happened to Big Anthony.
And if I can do anything, one thing to help that family, you know, that's why I do what I do. She works really hard, huh?
Works real hard. Take care of me and Grandpa Ray. He can't get out of bed anymore. I help him getting his water, his pills, his drink, his food.
Yeah.
And I do all of that. And my homework.
How's your grades?
My grades are great.
That's what Grandma said.
1 A+,
1 A+?
A-, and a regular A.
Wow.
A lot of our kids don't have male figures in their lives, or certainly don't have consistent male figures. They don't have a lot of people in their life who really, you know, will say something and then will deliver. You know, if Eddie's promised to take you surfing, he's going to take you surfing, and he'll do anything he can to make it happen.
Mr. Eddie.
Yeah.
So when you're trying to turn the board,
Yeah.
and they say that to use the tail.
Yeah, use the tail.
So you use the tail to steer it too?
Yeah, you know, these kids, more so than most, need that extra love, right? Care, support.
He's really made a difference in a lot of kids' lives. I got to Edgewood 17 years ago. When I got here, Eddie was already here. I mean, I've seen kids sort of before and after, and that sense of connection to the ocean, that sense of belonging, and that sense of sort of calm that comes over them after they've been able to sort of master, or at least begin to master surfing, is really incredible. Eddie really knows how to connect with the kids in ways that, say, their formal therapists might not be able to, or their psychiatrists might not be able to.
I mean, we don't turn down kids. I really try not to turn down kids. And it's almost like my dream would be to drive through the neighborhood with this van Just like, come on, let's go. You know, get the kids to go surfing.
These are kids who have had disrupted upbringings. They live in really poor neighborhoods. They are exposed to a lot of trauma that comes from parents being incarcerated, drug use, so a lot of community violence. So, you know, that really impacts a lot of the kids' behaviors and moods, which is what we're treating. Because a lot of social skills are worked on when you're outside. Most of the kids have never been to the beach, not even seen the ocean.
I will often show up, I'm like, all right, you guys, let's do this. I know a lot of you can't swim, but we're gonna be there with you. You're gonna put on a wetsuit. If you just wanna play in the sand and roll around and be comfortable in the wetsuit for the first time, you can do that. If you wanna build sandcastles, great. If you wanna boogie, right on. Hand planes, body surf. If you wanna go out the back and get some bombs, that's you. You know, they can do whatever they want at the beach with us.
The sun's on your face, the wind's in your hair, the ocean is at your feet. It's incredible, and it is very therapeutic. Got a couple girls who've never surfed before, never been in a wetsuit. They're having the time of their lives.
It's nice when you get into the water. You feel free.
I like surfing because it's another thing I can do in the day instead of sitting home or watching TV. It's fun, but it kind of hurts when you get wiped out by the waves.
I feel like all of them were my best ride. I can't pick one.
We're going from concrete jungle to nature. Here, the sky's big. There's nothing really impeding your view. No big ships, no bridges, no buildings, just gorgeous.
It's exhilarating. It's a sense of freedom. You know, it's kind of a no boundaries kind of area. You can go as far as your mind will allow you to go. You kind of let go of all the stress and things that you may experience out of this type of environment.
It's the same opportunity that I was given as a kid that I want. And I hope that when I share it with these kids, that it's that escape. It's escape from where your life is and to be able to get away for whatever reason. Allow these kids to get outside of their world and experience something new. And surfing is the vehicle.